Well, I'm probably going to make a lot of enemies with this video today, but screw it. Let's just go ahead and jump into the storm of everything that is going on with the Taylor Swift story. Now, as I'm sure you have heard, unless you have been living under a rock, Taylor Swift has gotten engaged, and apparently it is the most exciting, the biggest news that is out there right now. I don't really understand why, but the thing that I find more interesting is the response to Taylor Swift getting engaged, because it's been crazy, okay? Everything from the wokesters losing their minds and saying things like Taylor Swift has betrayed them, to conservatives having some very eyebrow-raising responses to this as well. We have a lot to get into today, and the memes have been pretty great, including this meme here, which I thought was just absolutely hilarious. Taylor Swift going down the aisle at her wedding. And if you know anything about Taylor Swift, then you know that she is one of the biggest carbon footprints that is out there in the world right now. But the responses have been insane. Everything from the leftists posting absolutely crazy videos like this. But it gets even more insane. Check out this response towards Taylor Swift getting engaged. This is absolutely crazy behavior here. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared watching how serious Taylor and Travis are becoming. Sometimes I wonder, what if they actually get married? What if she's really not queer at all? It feels like everything I believed about her could collapse overnight. If this is real and not some PR game, I honestly think I could end up in the hospital or worse. Oh my gosh, these people are they're just unhinged, guys. I don't know if I'd ever be able to listen to her songs the same way again. Her happiness looks so different from what I imagined. Like, she's truly content going to his family's events and showing up to TEU just for him. I don't know how to cope with the idea that maybe I never knew her at all. Well, I have news for you. You didn't know her at all, and she doesn't know who you are, and it's all just absolutely insane the way that you guys have constructed your views about celebrities. It is insane. Like, these people create idols out of these celebrities. This is what they do. Just look at this absolutely crazy story. Fans held back sobs and had to close the office door after hearing news of the pop star's engagement. Manila shared a video of her hearing the news from her dad. While she thought he was joking with her at first, she soon pulled up the couple's shared Instagram post of the moment and realized the news was true. She quickly became emotional. If you're having this type of response to people that you don't know at all, who don't give a flying crap about you, if you're having this type of response to them getting engaged, then I don't know. There's something that's kind of mentally wrong with you, okay? Sarah Rosa tells Today.com that when she saw a text from her fiance at work about the proposal, she immediately started crying and had to close the office door. She says she informed all of her coworkers and listened to Swift's music throughout the rest of the day. Focusing on work is very hard right now. Revolving your life and having some celebrity couples relationship status affect your life in this way is just sad. So yeah, the responses from Swifties has been kind of ridiculous. The responses from the wokesters has been absolutely insane. But then we also get some of the reactions coming from conservatives, people like Ben Shapiro over at the Daily Wire. A weird narrative that is in the conservative circles right now, where they continue to try to make Taylor Swift some sort of like conservative icon. And I'm sorry, she is not a conservative. She literally voted and endorsed Kamala Harris during the election last year, okay? She endorsed someone that would have actively destroyed America. And you guys are out here like praising her all the time. It's just so bizarre to me. But this is what he had to say about it. This is just weird.
Rare that we have news so big, so incredibly important that it trumps not only all the other news of the day, but all the other news of the year, the decade, the century, nay, perhaps the millennium. Yes, it's finally happened. The most important event of our lifetime. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. I know, I too am flabbergasted, shocked. I am also ecstatic. Yesterday was a magical day in the history of the United States and perhaps all of Western civilization.
So then he went on to talk about how, like, you know, this is going to be a huge thing for the West and for America, and how this is going to be a huge positive moment where all the Swifties are going to start having kids because Taylor Swift has kids, even though most of the Swifties out there are probably leftists and liberals.
I hope that many other people take advantage of the situation to get married and follow in their footsteps and then have long-lasting, decades-long marriages filled with children and grandchildren children. This is just the most important thing that's ever happened in the West, blah, 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 blah.
But, you know, what if they get divorced in like a year? What if they decide not to have kids? You know, like there's so many other facets about all of this that still does not mean that this is overall going to be like some sort of game-changing positive moment for America in general. And I think that JD Vance probably had the best response about this, where some interviewer decided to ask him what his thoughts were about this, which is kind of weird, but he basically just said, when I see two people who are in love getting married, I just wish them the best and I congratulate them, and I hope they have a very long, healthy, and happy life together. And that's pretty much where I'm at. It's like, okay, sure, if they got engaged and they're going to get married, good for them, but I don't think that this is going to be some sort of huge game-changing moment for the West and for America, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous to say that it is, and I'm not going to buy into that type of hype around Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift of all people, okay? So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.